All right, so today we are diving into a narrative artifact that, it sits right at this intersection of high concept fantasy and, well, hard
It
neuroscience,
really does. We're in the Tindy universe, and we're unpacking the COMPAS protocol.
which the characters just call the Baron Pass, right?
Yeah, colloquially. But the source material gives it this much heavier title, a sentient engine of maturation.
Which is a pretty terrifying way to describe growing up. It's also called a god of growth, and it's designed to force adolescence through that transition.
But the setting is what makes it all work.
Yeah.
The sources are clear that our waking world is basically the film platform.
It's performative, a rehearsal.
Exactly. The real world, the hyper-reality where your character is actually forged, is the dream state. They call it Dashland.
So the device isn't for navigating our world, it's the bridge.
It's the bridge to that dream reality.
Mhm.
And its function completely dictates its form.
Let's talk about the acronym. COMPAS stands for Cyclic Ordinance for Mental Pruning and Assessment of Soul.
And get this, the spelling is key. It's only got one S.
Right, because a normal compass gives you options, north, south.
But this one only points in one direction. The self.
That mechanical design is where the whole concept it really shines. It has a gimbaled bezel system, and the lens is an ambigram.
Which, for anyone who doesn't know, means you can read the text from different directions.
And that creates what they call the flip. You physically turn the lens over, and the text just reads in reverse.
COMPAS becomes SAPMOC.
Self-assessment process and management of character. So it literally transforms from a navigational tool
Into an internal judge. And that judgment is where the biology comes in. This isn't just, magic.
No, it's a direct metaphor for synaptic pruning. It's a real thing between, 12 and 14. The human brain is just overstuffed with connections.
It is. And to become efficient, it has to prune, to kill off the weak pathways. It's cutting away the noise to find the signal.
And in the Tin D universe, they visualize that chaotic, childish brain as a heavy metal protective shell.
Which completely flips the script on armor, right? Armor is usually a good thing.
Here, it's your own inefficiency, your own fear, literally weighing you down.
So the device doesn't force growth. It forces assessment. You have to admit a flaw, and when you do, it triggers the pruning. The armor plates just shatter.
So you're not building a character, you're excavating one. And the device gives you this amazing real-time feedback.
Oh, the aesthetic is incredible. An oxidized copper body, and it's covered in these Basque arbor glyphs.
Which look like tree roots or neural dendrites.
Exactly. But underneath that antique look, you've got this retrofuturism. There are glowing Nixie tubes buried under the quartz style.
And the color coding is so stark. Burnt orange means entropy, fear, what the device calls evil.
When that happens, the armor actually heats up. It constricts you.
But if you show courage, if you grow, it shifts to this fluorescent purple, the armor gets brittle, and it just falls away.
Now, the arrival of this thing is a huge event in the lore.
It doesn't just show up in the mail.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It targets a boy, specifically Joey Ruffin, in the text near his 13th birthday, always 1 week before the spring equinox.
Which makes perfect sense. The equinox is about balance, and 13 is that prime biological window for pruning.
But the delivery method is violent. The Dream Merchant creates a storm where the eye is a literal black hole portal to Dashland.
That's a lot for a teenager to handle.
For sure. And to survive that trip, the artifact is stamped with the Iguskalor, the Basque sunflower. It's a protective symbol.
It wards off the storm, the singularity during the transit. It all just points to this completely redefined goal of growing up.
Right. We think of it as gaining things: height, rights, knowledge.
But the COMPAS argues that to reach the peak of true power, you have to lose things. You shed the armor.
And that's the thought that really sticks with me. We see the dash on a tombstone between the birth year and death year as just punctuation.
Just a little line.
But in this universe, that dash is a spatial dimension. It's a place, a scope of time where physics bows to character. And it makes you wonder, if you could step into your own dash right now, how much heavy metal armor would you still be wearing?